Alrighty, folks. Well, welcome back to another session of The Stone Prophet and the Sands of Har'Akir. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. You guys can say hello if you'd like.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going? How's it going?
How's it going? How's it going indeed? Well, let's talk about how it's going. Before we talk about how it will go, I guess. Let's talk about what happened last time before we get into what's going to happen this time. Same when we start every session, but let's talk about that. Last time you guys had a night on the balcony of the temple, started talking about your next move, and discussed a couple of cursed items you had been holding on to. Pointedly, the black dagger that Vivienne was using and the scarab that had taken the liking to Esquire. Unfortunately, the scarab stayed around buzzing. Whatever connection that Vivienne had to the dagger was broken thanks to Esquire's magic, at least for now. You all eventually got some rest, but in the morning, you were greeted by a small retinue of Minotaur and priests, saying that the High Priestess Isu Rekotep would like you in her audience chamber. Being taken to the chamber, you were thanked for your efforts in helping thwart the so-called revolutionaries in the temple, but were also given a dire choice. Penance for two of you assaulting members of the church, including the High Priestess herself. Either accept banishment and excommunication from the church, or both Duncan and Elias have a hand taken from them. These options being so extreme, Isu was hardly swayed and stood firm. She did end up agreeing to just one hand be taken as punishment of crime from any of you. This was still too much and too drastic for you guys, and you guys all chose to accept excommunication from the temple, and were promptly escorted out. Unsure of what to do, an unearthly mist kind of covering the streets of Muhar. You could hear things within, the occasional scream, something stirring. You guys chose to head for the mouth of Oru, an opening into the labyrinth below the desert sands. Being chased in the street by people transformed into bestial monsters, half of what they were before, you fought your way to the opening and jumped in, unsure of what would await you below. Traveling well over 100 feet down. Wasn't filled with bodies as you expected. Yes, there were a few. You also saw several tunnels leading further away from the mouth, unsure where they would lead. Starting to choose one, heading towards it, you were met first with your first opposition in these spaces. A rock-like creature wanted to chomp you up, pull you into its mouth with rope-like tentacles. Eventually, though, you did crunch and destroy this creature. Now down here in silence. That's where we're going to pick up. As you guys are where you are.
I'll stand up.
Fair enough. Yeah, you were the last one grappled by you and Eagle.
Is the poison lingering at all?
No, it's more just kind of being restrained by it. Gives you this weird sensation of, I don't know, being pulled in by rocks.
Sucks. Okay. That's a really cool feature. What's behind me?
That is a tunnel leading into darkness.
I moonwalk back to the group.
Okay. There is a little bit of light. I don't know if any of you guys actually have light.
I have light.
Okay.
I can cast light.
You got your maul lit up.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I think I would have cast light on one of
that's what I think happened. You cast it on your axe, I think too. Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
That's cool that both of you guys can just light up your weapon.
Who needs torches? They're so overrated.
We're down here. Congratulations, you all made it safely.
Okay, so that was a bad start.
Yeah, it seemed a rock creature attacked us.
We didn't even go past one damn room. Y'all.
We're all alive, and
I say that's a pretty good start.
Viv, you still mapping this area?
I mean, we didn't even leave one room, so yes.
You might want to put like an M on this room, like monster, just so we know that there's a monster in this room. I'm sure.
And then you can check it off because we killed that bitch.
I'm already one step ahead of you. I
Well-
put all landmarks, including whatever we encounter. I
Yeah,
even
so-
drew a little rock. See?
We need to make sure we're checking for things that could be nearby. As I look around the room, can I make a perception check?
What are you looking for?
just to see if there's anything on the ceiling that I can see. Is there's
As you
maybe even
look around and down the hallway that you're kind of at the edge of. The hallway seems to continue into darkness as far as you can see, and the ceiling is kind of uneven, just kind of rough rock, stretches between 10 to 15, 20 feet tall at some points, but it seems to just go straight for now, as far as you can see. The ceiling in this circle seems to kind of go up into a conical, almost point that is about 15 feet wide in the center, about 45 feet up, where it shoots up to that little bit of light that's coming from.
I guess the good news is we killed the labyrinth monster, and so it should be much safer from here on out.
I don't know. I think there's
Typically, that's how it goes.
probably a lot.
I guess we should pick a direction and start heading that way.
I think this is the direction we were going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right, let's head out.
Should we? I mean, should we be a little sneaky?
I mean, head out where? Like, what's the reason we jumped down here?
The prophet? I think.
To get away from Muhar.
Hmm.
Creatures that were
Yeah, we were kind of being.
and there was either come
Cutting out.
down here.
Oh,
Damn it.
God, you're cutting out again like last week.
Yeah. It was,
Well, I do not know what to do about that. Let me just get on my phone. I'll be back.
okay. I think I get the gist
Yeah,
of what he
we-
was saying, though. Either come down here, or didn't have many choices.
Yeah.
We didn't have very many choices. We didn't want to get our hand chopped off. Maybe we should have got our hand chopped off.
It would have been debilitating. I mean, who of us would have volunteered?
I
I'd
mean,
no longer,
not
no
to
longer
be
able
that
to swing my
person,
mouth.
but Esquire doesn't really need two hands.
I
I mean,
would have killed the lady if it was my option, but
it was
And
it was lose a hand or leave a building. It's
for
Oh, no,
saving someone who was going to die.
I'm not sure if I follow.
She was going to die if we were not there. So
Oh,
I don't
I'm back.
necessarily care about her opinion on things.
It's
Well,
just a
maybe-
strange land indeed.
Maybe next time we'll actually do things fully and not half-assed.
We did something half-assed.
Yep.
I mean,
As I-
We need to-
as I-
we
as I
need to
look
make sure
towards
we
Elias.
agree on the goal. That's all.
Elias once got banned from the tavern in our town. Remember that, Elias?
Yeah, it
I remember that.
it didn't stop me from going, but yeah, I did get banned.
Well, all
What's
right.
your-
Let's. We've got a few minutes. How
something?
about we decide what is our plan going forward?
Well, we have hinted that the prophet might be down here, right?
And I have a map, so I'm going to keep track of where we go.
All right.
All right.
Are we stuck down here?
Liv, I think a word of advice for that map is to
How
start real small, because I have a feeling this place is a lot bigger than we think.
Oh, I have a lot of paper.
how high up was the entrance?
It was about 150 feet.
And how much rope do y'all have?
Not 150 feet.
How many feet of rope do I have?
I have.
A length of rope is 50 feet if you have rope.
Yeah, I have 50 feet of rope. I don't know how far we fell though.
By
don't have
my
any rope.
estimation, about 3 times that.
Three
Well,
times.
it's safe to say that we're not going back up the direction we came down.
If we had the rope, I could get us up there.
but- Do we want to?
But I was just giving us trying to make sure we had all of our options.
Oh, I see.
Don't you have a magic rope?
Yes, but I mean, it
Oh.
only lasts for an hour.
Well, can I move the rope, or well, actually, I could just carry you. So if we all wanted to leave, you could all go into the rope trick except for myself and Vivian, and I can carry us up there while she holds the rope.
Well,
Right.
I can climb, no problem.
Oh, okay.
I
Well, I can
have.
fly- I can
these
fly
walls
long enough.
don't look the best for climbing. Like you can't climb. You can try.
Here, yeah, but
like
I've
some of the
got wings.
surfaces are
Oh, you have wings.
opposite direction.
Okay.
I can spider up probably.
Yeah, I have like rover.
Yeah, so you have a climb speed. It doesn't mean you can climb like you are
Yeah.
a spider or something. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But those are our options, really. Like search the labyrinths for this guy, but we've kind of alienated both of the major factions up top in Mahar.
I'm okay.
I'm fuck both of those. They're all crazy assholes in their own way. But yeah, I wanted to get out of that fog mess with the abominations.
Yes.
So they're not coming down here yet.
Well, perhaps we should explore a bit and then reconsider your plan. I think it's a good one.
What is the plan?
Find the prophet?
Find the prophet.
If we need to get out of here, I mean.
Yeah, if we need to get
We
out
need
of
to
here,
get out of here.
we have a way out of here.
We have a way out of here, is what I mean.
And we have directions.
Well,
The way
depending on the
out
kind
is-
of labyrinth, he might be overestimating that map. We'll see.
Well, I have heard stories of shifting walls, so perhaps I will need multiple maps. But there is a limited amount of times that walls can shift, so...
Future would just say, I have been through many mazes. What I have seen, witnessed, these places tend to bring death, if death is not already there.
Oh no.
Wait, you've been to mazes plural?
Of course, there's the hedge.
Corn mazes are very dangerous,
Corn
in certain areas.
Hedge mazes. I have been to several
maze,
sort of mazes, yes. I always thought I was quite adept at them, but this is kind of difficult sometimes. So I would just say be on our wits, especially in this place.
Man, I just wish we had some sort of like diviner among us that could be able to like trace like a person or something. That'd be cool.
I can trace objects, but I don't have anything to trace.
Well, we were heading this way, right? So
Yeah.
might as well keep on going.
Yes, nothing grabbed me out of the darkness, so might as well. Oh man. Oh, I was going to say you never got your thieves' tools, did you? There, Piotra.
I broke a couple of my fingers recently and some of the skirmishes. I could always help, but I am no good on my own.
I
Wait, he can
I
no. Oh, he can no longer. Oh no.
That's because we were using his critical hit
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
We're using his
Yeah.
ability, not his thieves' tool.
We're
Yeah.
the main characters, not him. He's a side
I
character.
am here to help get revenge against Octobutt.
One of you
Trajan will
died,
just say,
little rogue.
I just want to get out of here, and, well, you guys seem the only people wanting to do so. Also, you did
I
save
think
me.
I think that given that I can sort of fade into the darkness, I should go first. The light should probably be at the end, so that we don't alert everything. And then we can have everyone sneaky at the front, and Esquire, you can be at the back. With the light.
Well, I'll turn my light off and I'll stick close to the front.
But Big John won't be able to see, and
I
neither.
have.
Big
I
Big
have
John
a-
has his own light.
Oh, he does? Oh, okay.
Big John
Yeah.
has his own light.
Yeah, that way we can scout ahead, and then without alerting everything.
I'll keep a good distance behind.
It's just a suggestion. I don't know. Anyone else have any ideas?
Sounds good to me.
I do not have any other ideas, so let's go with yours.
So Vivian way in the front by herself?
No, she'll take Eagle and Elias and everyone who can see in the dark, basically.
Well, I mean, the only person who can't
Except for
is
Esquire,
is
'cause he
Big
has
John.
he has the scarab, so he's gonna stay with Big John.
That's fair. So the noisy and bright people in the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes,
bright
basically. And then
shiny.
keep the eyes out. Keep eyes open.
Okay. Well, as you guys are traversing at a slower pace since you are, the front line is stealthing. I would like a stealth check from Vivian, Eagle, and Duncan, and Elias.
I am gonna save my pass without a trace, as I only have one.
You don't know
Spell
how
slot
long how long this place is.
Stealth.
That is a nat 20.
That is a nat 20.
Oh,
We have a
I
nat
have a
20 and a
19.
nat 1.
That was a 19, not a.
I
Are
got
you doing pass without a trace or no?
I'm not. No.
As
I'm saving it.
As you guys start to make your way, we'll say Piotr and Trajan Cat will be in the back as well. They both also need light to see. So,
Yeah.
Makes sense. That way it's, 4 up front, 4 in the back, a ways away.
Yep.
About like 40 or so feet away, you'd say.
When Duncan starts to make noise, can I pick him up?
Oh snap!
I don't want one from Esquire because you're not in the front.
I'm still sneaking.
Sure. Were you wanting to pick up stuff from Duncan?
When Duncan starts to make noise, can I pick him up?
Yeah, but then you start making noise carrying him around.
Dang it.
It's kind of a
Yeah, it's-
wash. Your guys' stealth check. Like, yeah, you pick him up every now and then.
We're sneakier in the back for the guys in the front.
As well, maybe. I don't know. Big John, if you want to give me a stealth check too, why not? With your big old
Alright.
disadvantage with your big armor. Watch him also roll nat 20s.
2 of them.
Yeah. As you guys are kind of traversing through this, looks like a straight freaking tunnel. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
It looks like a straight tunnel that keeps going and going and going, traveling for about an hour like this, just straight. The ceiling is the only thing that really seems to change, and the occasional scuffling along the edge of the wall.
Do we want to walk that long? I don't know if we want to walk for an hour. Do we?
It's up to you. I mean, now you know it goes on for an hour. So
Yeah.
you're walking for an hour.
Yeah.
And at that point,
It'd be
maybe that might
another
be the
hour
point.
back.
Yeah.
I don't think Viv would go 30 minutes and then turn around for another 30 minutes.
Well, I was thinking more like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and then be like, okay, we're getting kind of far. Let's check out these other branches off and see if there's something closer. But if we want to walk, we can walk.
Yeah,
you
he
are
said
you
it.
are walking slow. So an hour slow walk is like a 30-minute regular walk. Like you're essentially moving half
Yeah.
speed so you can be stealthy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you haven't covered great distance, but you've covered distance.
Yeah, I say go for it.
I'm gonna keep going.
He already said it.
Okay.
Look.
You continue down this darkened hallway. The only light coming from anywhere is the blade of Big John's, or the hammer bit of Big John's maul. Like the head of Big John's maul. And it, strangest thing, your light given off from the maul is like only bright for a few feet before it stretches out into dimmer light. Not quite as bright as you were hoping. Occasionally flickers. The walls here aren't super ornate. Maybe they once were, but any sort of writings or carvings on this stone has definitely been scuffed away and broken due to time and, I don't want to say weather, but just standard erosion. And it's
I would like to make a mark on the wall
okay.
to make sure that we are still actually moving and it's not an illusion.
Yeah, you make a mark on the wall. What's the mark like?
Let's go an E for my initial.
Okay. For 3 of your guys' initials.
E for life.
Yep. Yeah, as you guys start traveling more and more, it is humid down here. It is muggy. The air seems thinner almost. But continuing on another 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes. It just keeps
Esquire.
going straight.
Hey, Esquire.
That's after we've done an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Do you have an idea of how, have we been going down, or are we still at the same level? Where are we going? Just straight?
Yeah, Steven. Am I able to get a sense with my experience with being deep
Yeah,
inside
give me a insight check to try and
Insight.
judge how insight or survival, but let's say
It's the same.
insight makes sense for you. Just kind of trying to judge how the depth is going in relation. Like, are you going straight? Are you going? It's the weirdest thing. Being someone so attuned to the earth, you're on a flat plane. Like there's no stairs, there's no decline that you're going down. But you do feel much deeper. Like that sense of pressure almost.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that. You are deeper.
Like we're not just 150 feet down, or however far we
It
fell.
feels much deeper.
Yeah.
You've been in some mines before that go pretty deep, and it's that same kind of just not airless space, because there is air, but it's tight. Like everything, that pressure on you.
Yes, it seems that this labyrinth has sent us deep and within itself.
Interesting.
So
It's
we are
not
going
like
down.
we are on the same level as where we started.
Perhaps it was an imperceptible grade to the path that we're walking down.
No.
No, so we're not going down. But we are going down.
It's not that we're not going down physically, but it seems that the labyrinth has its way of pushing us deeper within itself.
Oh boy.
Magic.
That sounds like magic shit.
It seems to me that the purpose is to get you lost.
Should we turn around and maybe try a different path?
Not necessarily turn around, but we should probably walk a different path than straight ahead.
It's the
Well,
only,
I-
the
There
only,
are
the only
different
path to
paths.
go.
This ain't much of a labyrinth. It's just a straight line.
But
I'm-
there was a mention of branches.
At the
That was
very start.
way at the beginning. There's no branches. It's just been a straight,
It's been a
narrow
straight, narrow path, maybe 10 feet wide.
path. Wand of Secrets. As I use my Wand of Secrets.
Roll me a
She says
d20.
Wand of Secrets every time she uses it.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a d20.
Oh. 18.
There are no secrets within your immediate 30 feet.
Hmm.
All right. Well,
I think it might be 60 feet now.
I say we head back.
You gotta double check that.
Is there something within 60 feet?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. It is 60 feet. Yeah. 60 feet back immediately. There's something in the air behind you.
What does it say that it gives me?
Doesn't tell you anything other than that there's something secret.
Yeah.
Like kind of just in that void behind Big John's light.
It seems as though there is definitely something behind us. I don't know what, but the wand is reacting. Perhaps maybe we should fall back a bit.
Big John will take his maul since it's a little bit dimmer and it'll hold it close to the walls looking for anything. A crack.
Give me a perception check as you glance at the walls.
I don't want to meta, but you're like 40 feet away. And I'm not screaming.
Well, I mean, you guys were talking close to each other, like Elias
Yeah,
and
because
Esquire were
he
talking.
came back to
so, like,
me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
So I'm
If
assuming,
we all
I'm assuming
grouped
if you're
together,
if you're having a conversation like this, you guys have
grouped up.
I don't think you'll be sneaking for a freaking hour, or this would be taking very long.
I mean, you would be. You could be.
Yeah.
You maybe every checking back, like, no, that's all good. Let's go back up and keep
Yeah,
sneaking
okay.
kind of thing. With an 8, Big John, you don't notice anything along the walls. It's just kind of cracked and broken mud brick. Or
Is there a
sandstone, not
particular
brick.
is there a particular scent in the air?
Pina colada.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I would say it kind of just smells like rock, like sandstone almost. Like that, just
All right.
like
Nothing other
almost
than that.
like after, if you're on like a mountain, not like a forested mountain, but like if you're in like a rocky area and after it rains,
Mm-hmm.
That kind of smell.
Perhaps we should turn around and take a look. Maybe
it's-
there's
oh.
something causing this.
Yeah, let's 60 feet back behind you, you said?
Yeah, where we were coming from.
All right, let's head back there.
We should probably try to keep a low profile.
Before we go back, I'm gonna cast good berry, and I'm gonna distribute some good berries.
All right. And some food for everyone.
How many do you give to Eagle? Because he will eat them all immediately.
I will eat one.
Yeah.
I'm assuming everyone
Yep.
gets one, and Duncan just keeping 2 extra on, or 4 extra on hand.
There's 10,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna give, I guess, each one of us.
Are you giving Piotr and Trajan Ket one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll have 2 left over.
I'll put mine in my pocket.
So Viv and Eagle just eat their berries.
Yeah, I'll eat one. Get a health.
And
Immediately.
food for the day.
Oh yeah,
Immediately.
I forgot. Yeah, immediately we'll eat too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still pretty hurt.
Yes.
If we're walking back, Are we walking back? Or are we looking?
Are
at
you
this?
walking back? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we just waited for him to.
Okay.
He told us
I
to.
will take. So I'll have 3.
Yes.
You're eating 3 of them?
No, he just has 3 on hand.
Oh.
All right.
On the walk back, I'll eat I'll eat a ration.
Okay, just kind of. I mean, you guys did. I guess you didn't get breakfast. So yeah, that makes sense. As you start to kind of snack on a ration on your way back, and going back.
Yeah.
It's the same feeling. Just goes straight for about 5-10 minutes. And then almost through the walls, you didn't feel any tremors or anything, but the walls have been broken into as there's kind of a divot of, not quite a chasm, a trench. And a cave has been busted through on either side of this hallway. Just stone, like been broken. Goes left and right.
What the fuck is going on?
Is it a tunnel?
It is a tunnel. It goes left and right, as well as the hallway still continues straight ahead.
Could I do some type of check to see if this is like a track of some type of animal?
Sure, give me
Giant
a.
I mean, that's what I'm
nature-
looking
give
for.
me a
Like,
nature
like a
check.
giant. I want to see, is this a giant fucking worm?
Yeah,
Which I imagine it is. But
with a
I want my
9,
character
yeah,
to know
it
that.
might be a giant worm, but you're not sure. You can make your
I
assumptions.
think this this might be a giant fucking worm.
Well, that would explain why we just completely walked past this the time
Oh.
before.
I'm gonna be focusing on my blind sense a lot
Nothing
now.
around. Like it's,
Just like as we're walking, I'm like
yeah,
peeked out of my mind.
I gotcha.
Doesn't Esquire have tremor sense?
I think his is limited. Do you have
It's like
a
660
unlimited
feet
amount?
blind sight for.
But I'll know standing on. I'll activate one. Use
Okay.
of it, Steven.
What are you hoping to gain?
Honestly, kind of like the secrets thing. If there's anything that's like maybe a weak wall or something, or
I'd say there's no secrets here. It's kind of like you walk up to the edge of it like creates a cliff in the hallway on the side you're on. and this cave just kind of cuts through the hall, down maybe like 10 or so feet, stretches across about 15, 20 feet on either side of the hallway. Kind of like you're at a T intersection, but or cross intersection, lowercase t, and the cave just kind of just cuts right through it. And it looks like it curves and keeps going as far as you can tell into darkness. There does seem to be some dust kind of stirred up around it that kind of creates a sensation of movement, but it's not actually anything moving other than just kind of just dust.
Kind of
floating
natural
about.
airflow.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's the thing is like there's still not airflow, but that dust is just kind of floating around.
Can I check the this hole to see if there seems to be like a direction in which the holes were carved?
Sure. Give me a survival check.
I'm still thinking this is a worm.
Sure. With an 11, you're not even sure if this was carved or if it's natural.
That's actually was going to be my next question is, can I tell with tremor sense, is it carved or natural? Because it's actually...
Give me a
one of the
survival
things
check.
that's
I'll give you advantage because you got tremor sense. Why not?
Disagree.
Disagree with the advantage?
I'm in disadvantage. I'm so good at survival.
Okay. With advantage, not disadvantage. So I'll take that 21.
Yeah.
No, this looks like it was crudely carved. Like, not necessarily tunneled. If it were tunneled, it wasn't like the way those, not like a badger tunneling. It was definitely cut. And then there is some natural erosion on it, so it's been here for a while.
Oh shit. This labyrinth is...
I do relay the information.
Alright, so where was this on your map, Bev? You remember? I don't remember passing this.
We didn't. Not the first time. I didn't see it.
Somehow we got lost going in a straight line. Let's just start looking.
Can I make a check to see that we actually did go in a straight line? Like,
What?
and we didn't actually
give me an intelligence check. I mean, yeah, you were walking in a straight line. You saw that hallway. That was straight.
I have a sneaking suspicion that this labyrinth changes as we go through it. That's what I'm kind of trying to...
Well, I mean, that's why I left a mark. Did I see my mark on the way back?
No.
Hmm.
With the 19th, yeah, Big John, you guys went straight for an hour and a half. And you came back like 15 or 20 minutes, or 5 or 10 minutes, and this thing's here when you backtrack.
I have a sneaking suspicion this labyrinth is completely magical.
Well, that's going to make it very difficult to traverse, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to do some transposing on my map so that we are aware that there are multiple locations in which going in a specific direction can accomplish. It's going to make my map a lot more complicated, but I could probably do something like that.
What?
Oh, it's it's cartography talk. It's like when you have a basement and you also have a second, third, fourth floor, but all the maps go one on top of one another. But in this case, it's all on the same plane.
Okay, but we're not even sure. How do you account for magical shifting geography?
I just explained it.
Okay.
She didn't explain it.
And I definitely understood it. Okay.
I'm saying it for the DM so that he knows what I'm doing.
I gotcha.
If he gets what I'm
Yeah.
doing. Basically making multiple maps that stack on top of one another to
Yeah.
account for the different directions that
Yeah, I gotcha.
that can be yeah. It's not very useful, but it might be.
Should we check out one of these carved tunnels?
Would it be helpful for me to send one of my skillets down there, or do we want to?
Well, as far as we know, we have not. I mean, we've been moving, but we've been moving in a straight line, right? So, if anything is going to move, it's going to be the labyrinth movement. So, I mean, if we just keep on going straight, shouldn't we get back? Because we haven't turned direction, right? We just been keep on going straight.
Well,
It might work like that. It may not. We could walk for days and starve to death.
Well, we can. I mean, how long
We're
did
not
it
gonna
take us to
starve.
walk back?
Well, you guys were 5 or 10 minutes back in your walk, backtracking.
We got
Yeah.
about an hour and a half.
We could try walking all the way back for the same duration and see where we end up. If we end up in the same room, then we will know that it's just a mind trick. But if we do not, then we will know that the labyrinth is deliberately switching the directions for us.
that sounds useful.
I think
it's a fine idea.
I think it's important to know what kind of labyrinth we are dealing with.
As far
Okay.
as you said that you think this whole thing is all magical, like how magical? Like, would you be able to remember those circle things that we found in them temples? Like, if we found another one of them, do you think that would? I mean, would that work? Or if you knew that magic?
I mean, that would be up to Esquire. My magic ability is very limited. I've heard my brother talk about those, and I just wouldn't know how to activate it. Plus, that's a big if.
I wonder if there's another circle that we found in the other labyrinths.
I hope that maybe that kind of magic isn't blocked or something.
Don't have to worry about that just yet.
Keep on.
Yeah.
So you
There's
guys,
only, I could identify, but I don't think.
what are you trying to identify? The wall?
Yeah, like the wall itself. See if there's like what kind of magic.
You want
Because
to
I know.
sit down and cast identify on the wall?
I would like. If I did.
You know, the way he says
detect
that,
magic,
he's.
I got an answer for you if you do.
Yeah,
I
if I
know,
do
I know,
detect
and you-
magic, I know it'd be like transmutation or something. But like, I want to know what the magic itself is.
No, you're gonna spend 10 minutes doing it, and he's gonna say it's a wall. That's why he's so excited.
Maybe. It looks like a stone wall. I don't know.
We got nothing else
Yeah,
going
but
on.
there's magics.
If this whole place is magical, I mean, that's a good idea.
Sure.
Yeah, yes. I mean, identify. It's not. It's not ultra powerful, but it's a way to glean information.
I'm hungry anyway. Why don't you take your time? I'm gonna eat this jerky.
How long would it take? Will I have is it like an hour? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
And 6 seconds.
It's not like I want to attune to anything.
Of course not. Lass is gonna sit down back to the wall and eat some jerky, and is absent-mindedly, his hand is gonna reach down in his pocket and just gonna just rub that the little rock he's got in his pocket.
Trying to use it.
No,
Okay.
just absent-mindedly.
So Esquire sits down to cast Identify on the walls or floors. Correct. Yay, nay?
Yes, identify.
Yes.
Okay. It's just so quiet here, so your concentration is easily broken by any noises made by your companions. But yeah, after finishing your ritual of Identify, it's just stone. There's nothing significant about it. Stone wall, stone floor, been carved.
Oh my god! The gods! No!
What would you find? What is it?
It's
Are we,
rock.
are we dying?
It's stone.
Well, now we know.
Doesn't appear
Well,
to be anything magical
Apparently,
about it.
apparently my earlier observation is completely false.
Oh well, it happens. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, I know this doesn't happen to me often. It's embarrassing.
It's okay. I couldn't do that if I tried.
All right.
Well, I suppose we should make a move of some sort.
I still think it's worth figuring out if we go back, if we'll end up at the start.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Good idea. Go.
Okay. So you kind of climb across this broken cave-like area, back on the path, straight away down the hallway. Doesn't go on for long. As about maybe 150 feet down, the hallway's collapsed.
Oh,
It's like 100%
Oh.
caved in on itself. Ceiling crunched into the walls. You can see a few bones along the floor of this as well.
and there's no way for me to tell if this was actually the direction that we came in from.
There's no signifying marks. You don't see Eagle's mark anywhere.
Does it look like the stone cave-in was recent?
Well, if there's bones, probably not.
If I look at where I marked Eagle's thing on my map, because I did say I was marking land markers,
It would have been about 15 feet or 15 minutes back more.
and we didn't see it.
At about the hour mark is when he made that mark. You haven't seen it yet. No.
So it's past the wall of cave-in?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, that changes our options. We either continue down that really long straight hallway or take a chance on one of those carved tunnels.
I say we split up.
and go one way or the other in the hallways.
Yeah, well, it doesn't sound like a good idea.
It could easily be a circle. We could just meet on the other side.
Hey, Trajan Cat,
Yes.
how's your medicine?
What do you mean?
Are you good at telling if how long people are dead?
I could assist you. I mean, Does he have that one?
Does he?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ugh.
I could assist you in such matters, yes. I have seen many dead, many injuries.
Let's
most live.
take a look at these bodies? Because I mean, if it's, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what I'm looking for, to be honest.
They're bones.
Bone.
They're pretty old.
I can help you identify them if that's what you want.
I don't know what kind of information that would give us. Okay, shoot. Yeah, let's try to figure out what they are, and maybe if actually let's try to figure out if they were perhaps petrified in the walls.
Okay.
And maybe they fell with the rubble, or
I mean,
like
they
if
look
this
like
is.
bones, but okay. I'm just saying. I'm not.
I tried to determine if like these bones have just recently fallen
Mhm.
to the floor, or if this cave-in has been here the whole time.
Sure. Give me a medicine check at advantage on the bones.
It's hard for me to explain with my accent. Oh god. Fucking no idea.
They are bones.
Aren't you supposed to be good at this?
Yeah. Well, I
Are
mean, they're
they-
so crushed and
I'm
broken.
gonna pick up
Are
one of
they-
the smaller bones and start gnawing on it.
Ugh,
I mean, it could
goodness.
be a humanoid. I'm not sure. It's so broken. I don't know why they would keep it down here like this, or who.
I
or
don't
what
think
that
anyone
was.
cleans. Well, okay.
tried.
It's just worked. Yeah, no,
Is
it's
it-
fine.
It's the cave-in is floor to ceiling.
Yes. The ceiling to floor more. The ceiling has collapsed onto the floor.
And there's no way to tell if this is a new cave-in or this has been here for.
You don't
a
see
long
any
time.
signs of like dust settling.
We didn't
Yeah,
hear it.
You didn't hear it. You didn't feel it.
That's what I was trying to gather from the medicine check to see if it's like
see
recently
how
crushed
recent those
bones or-
bones have been broken. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I think we just got to choose a direction and keep going.
I guess we got to go back to where we came from.
If that is still the direction.
I mean, I will. This is my third map now. I have 3 pieces of paper superimposed, and this is a cave-in that I'm going to be marking down. So, we'll see.
Okay.
Back the way we came.
Yep.
All right, so you go back a couple of minutes, not even a couple of minutes, like a few hundred feet, to where that cave kind of intersects through the hallway. Where are you headed?
And it is intersected still?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will put this as part of the intersected cave.
Okay.
I don't know if I have to explain all this, but
And where do you
Let's,
go from here?
Do you guys want to check out inside one of these caverns, or should we go down the black hallway of doom again?
I
which
think we should-
direction?
Either of these different in any way, or are they both the same?
It's kind of what they were trying to check earlier with is one like that their survival check would have gleaned
okay.
information like that.
It's both the same.
Yeah.
Hmm.
About
Um,
15 feet wide, 10 in some spaces, but at the kind of center of it seems 10 or 15 feet. But it does kind of divot down to a kind of more flat bottom.
I can flip a coin.
Yeah, I mean that's
Ma-
as good as.
Might as well.
I was
Right, good job.
always just throwing this out there. If you go right, stick to the right. If you go left, stick to the left. And you choose one and stick with it. That is what I always did in mazes.
I mean, it's
Well, we went left.
more fun to alternate, though, right?
It's easier to get lost as well. But if the maze changes, then Does it really matter?
All right.
So anytime there's an opportunity to turn, you turn.
Well, you turn the same direction that you kept turning previously. Do not change your turn. So if you go right one way, you stay right, and you never leave left. You always go right. And that way, if you want to get back to the place you were, you go left backwards.
And what if you can go straight or go right? Or go left?
Then you
like
would
right
still
now?
continue right. Unless you go
Alright,
by the
well-
left, and then you just keep going left. So you choose that choice at the start.
Well, we chose going left, right?
Well, I was going to flip a coin.
Well, we went back.
Let's just turn left and
Yeah.
head down.
Let's just go left.
I'm down the left. Let's
And
do
if we
that.
and we'll head and if we get to another intersection, we're gonna go left.
It's a good idea.
The 4 lefts, we should be back where we started.
Reminds me of a song I wrote. It was like everything I owned was in a box to the left, I think.
As you guys kind of climb down into the cave, start heading left. In my mind is the south. But yeah, you start kind of heading this left direction through this cave, which as you're climbing down into it, the dirt and the dust kind of lifts up, creating this almost cloud. It just kind of stays airborne for longer than you would expect for disturbed dust to linger. But it does. Ceilings are about 20 to 30 feet high in some spaces. Other
Can I do a little
times,
jump in the air, just a little, to see if I linger in the air longer?
you do not. No.
Oh,
You jump in the air and you cause more dirt to fly up around you. But
So again,
Hey, can you refrain from doing that? Us smaller folk are a little bit closer to the ground.
well, I thought maybe we were all lighter in this area because of how the dust is moving and acting. And if it was, then I could have just, tossed you around.
And you can do that anyway.
But you would have been less likely to be injured.
Fair enough.
do you want me to?
Either way sounds
Do you-
fun.
Do you want to send my bird down here ahead of us? Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Is it
My-
still just a straight shoot?
no, it curves.
Oh,
I just say we go.
Okay, let's go.
We're not getting anything.
which
accomplished by
direction is it
standing here.
curving?
Immediately it looks like it curves to the left.
All
But
right.
with your dark visions that you guys most of you have, it does seem like it twists and winds. The ground isn't level entirely either. It does seem to go downhill in some locations, uphill in others. Probably more downhill than uphill, though. Just generally. The twists and turns continue on. And there's areas that look like rock slides have happened, like bits of rock have fallen from the walls. No stalagmites or stalactites around.
Any animals, like even insects?
No insects. No. I would say, give me a perception check.
Those blind cave crayfish.
Those pitch black caves, those things that lurk there, freaking nuts.
Yeah, dude. No eyes.
With a
Weird.
20, I would say walking through here for a few minutes, it does. You swear every footstep you make, every footstep your friends make, companions, whatever you want to call them. There's almost like an echoing reverberation that you can almost feel. Like a subtle, not a quake, but almost. Just a little. The ground isn't entirely stable. But it feels stable. It's just it's kind
Are
of
we
like
in a worm?
you're in a tunnel, in a cave, made of rock.
I was gonna say, do you say that out loud? Are we in a worm?
Yes.
And then Eagle's immediately gonna hack at the ground with his battle axe.
Okay. You start hacking at the ground as dust and dirt starts flying upward. The floating there, kind of creating this like area of mist, of a cloud of dust, lingering. As yeah, that's what happens as you chop into the ground with your axe, blunting it.
It's probably not a worm.
Nope, doesn't look like it. Do I actually blunt my axe?
Not really, but like thematically, I hope that you take care of your weapons when you're taking long rests.
Yeah.
Boys.
But
Alright, we keep going.
Keep on keeping on down this empty tunnel. As it winds downhill a little ways is what I was going to say. Can see it curves in two directions and splits off. Plenty of debris of rock and stone split here. There's cliff ledges around this place too that you've seen throughout, but seems more pronounced at like this intersection. Goes left and right.
Left it is, right?
Left it is, yep.
Okay. As you start to make a left, I would say Vivian and Esquire feel something. Feel the ground.
Uh-oh.
Slightly trembling. Or you kind of hear, just less feeling, more hear it. Of just slight rock shifting. Trembling is the wrong word. Shifting rock.
Viv will stop walking.
Walking in the back of Viv. Why'd you stop?
There's something. Is it below my feet?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, is it like there's something following us and it's causing this to happen?
You can give me a perception check as well.
Okay.
But with a 25 perception from Viv, we'll see if Esquire knows it too.
I can do it. I can do what you can do. I can.
Don't
Almost,
quite
not really.
sense it, but Vivian, not the ground. Walls. As you kind of look around, you can kind of see this something like rocks, like slightly, almost like the T-Rex stepping. You hear that? You see the ripples in the water.
Ooh.
You would just see kind of some stones shimmy every now and then along the edges of the walls. In
What does that tell
direction.
me? Does that tell me something's coming, or does that tell me like it's gonna collapse?
I would say it seems like something is coming.
Oh. Can I tell which direction?
Every direction.
every direction.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Trying to hide.
Do you let anyone know anything?
Oh. Yes. Okay, everyone. I'll cast. I'll. Donkey, give me your rope.
All right, here you go.
I'll cast rope trick. And I'm gonna get everyone to go inside. Everyone, now. Don't question me.
Don't gotta tell me twice. Jump in.
All right.
So you climb up the
Sweet.
rope. The rope goes to the ceiling, which
Yep,
in here is
that's fine.
about 25 or so feet. So everyone starts kind of climbing up this rope.
And I'm gonna stay low to the ground.
I would like everyone to give me an athletics check as you start to climb this rope. See how
Can I
quick- see how
hold it
quick
so
this-
it's not as high?
No, because the tip of it goes to the ceiling.
Oh.
I'm not rub my rock.
Okay.
You said athletics,
Yes.
not a disadvantage.
Not at disadvantage. Not unless you have disadvantage for something.
I shouldn't. The heck? Oh, there it is. Man, rolling hot.
All round,
Nice.
really good. As Vivian, you're still in here?
Yeah, I'm going to be as small as possible and depend on my invisibility to try to hide.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
I'm looking out the window.
Looking out the window. Oh, 21.
With a 21, as everyone clambers into this extra dimensional space. Vivian. From one nearby wall of this intersection, rocks burst forth as you would see a large insectoid-like creature, massive claws and pincers, as its eyes are kind of looking. It's almost like insectoid-like eyes and large antenna, with this kind of big bulbous backside. This hulking creature bursts from the wall. Rapidly,
my
a
breath.
second and a third one burst from the wall.
We all see this?
I would say two of you guys can probably look out the hole.
I'm looking out.
Elias already
It's
called
like-
it.
it's
Sounds
like-
like Elias
it's
and
like-
Duncan are the ones looking out.
It's like a window frame, right? That's what the spell says.
Yeah.
Because I'm
What's going on?
just in my experience with animals, does this seem a resemblance to anything that I know of?
Give me a nature check. Nature's rough, but yeah, give me a nature check. Yeah, you've heard of this.
Is that a natural 20?
That is a nat 20.
Yeah, I miss them having green.
As it only does it on because it doesn't change.
Doesn't do
What-
it for skill checks.
Yeah, because it doesn't, there's no advantage to rolling a 20 other than you rolled really good. With the 20, yeah, you've heard of these creatures lurking deep within the earth. Umberhulks. Creatures known to have a terrifying gaze that can confuse big populations so they can eat what they want. Big claws able to tunnel through solid stone. Slowly but surely. More rapidly than most creatures that you've heard about. But they
Are they moving down the tunnel, or are they making a new tunnel?
burst out through the center, all in different kind of positions, seemingly on this one location.
Viv, can we talk in here? Can they hear us?
Well, Viv's not with you.
Viv is 25 feet down on the floor, holding the rope and holding her breath and like squished into a like fetal position, trying to hide.
You didn't climb the rope?
No, I can't go in it.
You absolutely can.
Oh, I can?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know I could.
Why'd you think you couldn't go in your own spell?
I don't know.
Yeah, you would have got seen immediately. If you...
Well, I'm not in it.
As
Yeah.
they seem to be looking for something, their eyes and their feelers, their antenna kind of looking around. One of them kind of searching like around the right passageway. One of them kind of looking along the walls. That first one that came out of the walls looks like it's looking right at you. Like almost like a gorilla shambling forward on its front legs, arms.
Can I
Starts
turn to my
moving.
companions?
Sure.
And just say, looks like they're moving. It's like they might have seen Viv. If I give the signal, we're all jumping out.
I'll go first.
No.
No, why would
Or
we
could-
jump out? Why,
Maybe it doesn't see me.
She could try and climb in.
Vivian,
And
this
once
Should we
thing
in
pull-
here,
is going towards you closer and closer, maybe 10, 15 feet away. It's almost like unsure of itself.
Can I pull the rope up while Vivian's
I-
holding it?
I will not move.
You can absolutely pull the rope up and see if Vivian will let go, or
I'm gonna give it a gentle like tug
give
and
it
see
a
if I get a
gentle
tug back.
I don't. Viv doesn't know what that means.
Like, all right, I'll give it a harder pull. Like, not gonna jerk it, but I'm gonna like pull harder and see if it like if she
Hey,
releases.
come on.
If I release it, you guys, I release the spell.
No, you don't have to hang on to the rope.
I don't.
No.
read your spell.
It's a long spell.
Well, what I'm trying to do is pull Vivian up.
I know she'll
In-
let go if you're pulling on it. She'll let go.
I'll be like, under my breath, cursing and just let it go because I'm not gonna just like pull up the rope.
Perpendicular. I'm reading it now. I'm reading it.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do like Mission Impossible style?
That's what I was thinking.
It doesn't see me
Yeah.
yet.
Vivian, it gets right next to you as you're just waiting for it.
I'm counting on my invisibility.
I'm gonna
And
hold
my-
it. I'm gonna hold an action if I can.
What are you holding?
I want to hold a minor illusion, and poke my head out and just cast it, like 20 feet away from Viv, like on that angle.
What is the signal for that?
The trigger for that is if the Umber Hulk.
To be fair, you guys can't see Viv either.
I don't know. If the Umber Hulk gets within 10 feet of the bottom of the rope,
It's right next to it.
then I'm
Why can't we? Why?
It's
I'm gonna cast my illusion 20 feet away. Just the sound of rocks tinkling down.
Can you cast
give
something
me a
within the
deception
hole?
check. You can, but only a couple people can see out of it at a time. That's
I thought I was doing this cool thing, and I didn't realize that I could go
Fucking natural
in the rope.
20.
So
with a nat 20. The one that is lingering on Viv, you can see it reaching up its claw, about to slam down into the ground, you think, and it slams down into the ground, runs 20 feet over, starts smashing into the ground. As another one from nearby would kind of hear this commotion as both of them start going crazy on the rocks.
As soon as they're out of sight, I'll
They're
climb
not
up.
leaving sight.
Oh, well, as soon as they're not looking at me, is what I mean.
Give me a stealth check.
Can I help? Can I try to help her up?
I would say she's on her own with this one, as one of them did not go running.
Oh, wait, how many were there?
3.
3.
You said 2 of them went after. The first one went, and then the other 2 went after.
No, and then a second one went after.
Oh, so that's why I said when they're all gonna be after it. But okay, I mean it's fine. Probably fails.
You got a 20. As Vivian, you see this thing charging towards you. I would like for you to give me an athletics check as you see this thing coming towards you. The other 2 still distracted in this moment, but you see this one, its antennas leer towards you with an 18.
As I'm trying to climb up the rope with my natural climb speed.
Give me a wisdom save real quick.
Seeing the Umberhulk turn around, I'm gonna turn my head and say, "Eagle, right on that rope."
Big John's ready to slide down.
As
No, I'm going up.
I'm gonna pull the rope up.
The worst part is you guys don't see Vivian.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
ready on the rope.
Yeah, as eventually, like, there's no light in. I guess there would still be light in here. I'm assuming Big John didn't have his light on when you went into the hole.
No, he turned it off.
As
yeah, Vin's
you would
invisible.
feel an extra creature walk up into this hole. Is Vivian taking the rope with her? Are you guys pulling the rope up?
She would, yeah. When she got up there.
As this thing is trying to chomp and slam at the rope. We'll say give me a group athletics check.
I mean, if it gets a hold of it, I'm just gonna cut it because we don't need the whole rope. The rope trick.
Absolutely, you can cut it.
Yeah, if I get the hold of it, I'll just cut it in half.
Give me we'll say dexterity save. See how quick you are.
Are we still doing the athletics check?
Yes, I will need an athletics check. As Eagle's going to cut it.
Oof.
Not as good as last time.
Still overall pretty good. This thing is tugging. Eagle, you're not quick enough on the cutting as it's starting to pull the rope down. But you guys quickly, as a group, start to almost lift this creature up. It doesn't really have good grabby hands. So it does cut the rope on its own. So now you have 35 feet of rope. As you're up there in the hole, it looks up towards you guys. Makes a little chittering noise. Clicking of its mandibles. As the other 2 kind of respond.
So creatures inside can see through the portal, but I don't think anything can see inside.
They did see where the rope went. They're still looking up there.
Yeah.
But we're gone.
All right. Well, hopefully they'll get bored and leave. But if not,
Well,
I could use a rest before we attack these fucks.
we have
How long?
1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour.
I ain't got nothing else.
And we won't be able to finish a short rest now because we've taken.
I mean,
too long to
we can
start.
round. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you guys didn't have 1 minute of this. Because all this happened in 1 minute. So, like, I'm not going to say, no, you can't get a short rest because you're 1 minute off.
Viv will just whisper, wow, I didn't know I could go in this as well. If I had known, I would have just come in.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
we're here now.
Was you
Can-
hunkered down?
Can light escape this?
I would say no
No.
then.
No,
So if light can't
it
escape,
doesn't. It says that you.
But it's like a pocket plane that you can see out of,
Okay.
but things can't see into.
and I'll put light on my hammer so we can see each other. Or not hammer, but axe.
Gotcha.
What about sound? We good on sound, Viv?
That is a good question. It doesn't specify sound, so let's just be quiet.
It does not.
All right.
Well, what's the plan here? I don't think that they're going away anytime soon.
Well, we're gonna rest and see if they do get bored and go search for another meal. I guess if not, we're gonna have to fight our way out of this place at least. We can run, or we can, fight and we can fight and run, or we can fight.
One of them kind of slams into the wall beneath this portal.
I'm pretty sure I saw them. They can dig through the wall, so even if we run away, I think they can catch up.
I'm gonna glance at the window as they're talking. Does it seem like they're hearing us, or is it?
They're glancing up still. Their antennas
are they-
occasionally move.
Are the antennas moving when the words are coming out? Like they're sensing.
Give me an insight check to see if you can tell that.
Nope. 4.
You're unsure.
Viv
Maybe.
will still say, we need to be very quiet, no talking.
As you sit here
You get the thumbs up from Eagle.
for a tense 30 to 40 minutes until they kind of start to shamble away. One of them digs into the wall, disappearing, while the other two shamble down one of the tunnels that you had not gone down. Occasionally stopping in the distance, you can see them, but after a few minutes, they are all out of sight. One of them disappeared through the walls, 2 of them disappeared down a tunnel. As you guys get your short rest on, we're going to take our little 5-10 minute break. This perfect midpoint.
I mean, even considering that I didn't know how my spell works, I think that went great.
Mm-hmm.
It was more dramatic. Absolutely.
Yeah, certainly.
I'm all for it. But yeah, stick around, folks. We'll be back in a few as we get our short
Oh,
rest
what?
on.
Oh no, it used all of them. Oh shit. What did I do?
All right, folks. Welcome back to the thing where we're doing the thing, the Stone Prophet and Sands of Har'Akir. Last we left off, going in through this labyrinth. Didn't seem as labyrinthine as you expected until you turned around, seeing a cave breaking through the straight wall that you've been going down. And the way behind caved in, going into one of these caves, twisting and turning and going a little bit downhill. You encountered a few Umber Hulks, and luckily you all hid inside of Vivian's rope trick as they were alerted to your presence, but retreated. You guys stuck up there in the rope trick until about 20 or so minutes after they had left. And that's where we're going to pick up. You guys took a little short breather inside of this extra dimensional space.
Yeah, so
As the spell
need to
begins to
be-
fail. Yeah.
we need to be very quiet as we go through these tunnels.
We should climb down quickly before the spell ends.
Yeah, I'll jump down.
We still got that 30 feet of movement, or 30 feet of extra. Actually, how tall were the ceilings?
25 feet.
25 feet. So we've got plenty of rope, but so we're not going to fall.
You're not going to fall. Yeah, you guys can easily make your way down onto the ground floor here.
Did they leave that old piece of rope?
Yeah.
All right.
So there's
I'll
a
grab
there's
that.
a there's a
Maybe-
20,
maybe
20
we can
foot length of rope and a 30-foot length of rope.
Maybe we can repair it.
Yeah, you can tie them together and have a 45-foot rope.
All right, what's next on the agenda?
Sorry. So sorry. Tried to mute. Sorry for that cough. Yeah. What are you guys up to?
Let's go
well,
left.
yeah, left.
Okay, see, I told you the way you go left and you stick left. That is good remembering, Elias.
Can I just observe? I don't want to stop to look, but I just want to observe as we're moving. Does the tunnel that the Umber Hulks dug through, does it look like the same kind of excavation in the tunnel that we're currently in?
No, it looks very rough. And it does leave behind a tunnel if you wanted to go into their tunnels. But they are rough and probably not the most stable. Not nearly as big as they were to get through it. They kind of squeeze through it.
Got it. All right.
I have a feeling
I'll
they
put one of their
caused the.
tokens. They're that big.
I mean, I'm kind of glad we didn't have to fight them
Yeah.
yet.
Me too. But
They're nasty.
you guys turn to the left.
Yep.
Technically straight, I guess, because.
Well, left would be this way. You guys came from over here.
Oh, I see. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you guys go on the left path that you did not come from.
That's right.
All right. Still kind of going in the fashion of 4 in the front, 4 in the back.
We'll definitely be way more cautious, I would assume, to not make noise.
Okay.
And that was my last second level spell slot, so I can't have Pass Without a Trace anymore.
As you all head down this tunnel, it twists and winds, gets thinner and wider in different spaces. The area, it would seem like the ground kicks up a little easier. And you would start to see little bits of old dried roots sticking out through the edges of some of the walls and ceilings here. Old and dried.
What kind of roots? Roots to what?
Give me a nature check.
Yes, I will.
Glance up. They're too decrepit and rotten, or not rotten, too decrepit and dried to be able to tell what they once belonged to. They're wide and tangled, but could be a tree, could be a bush, could be... there's a lot of them, so it's either many plants or one big plant. It's hard to tell. But continuing on, they are roots.
Those are roots, yes. Kind of just be mindful not to trip on them.
None of them are on the ground. They're all on the ceiling or the walls.
We're still not talking to each other? Can we whisper?
Quick whisper.
All right. Hey, Dunk, how deep do roots usually go? They go like hundreds of feet down, or are we like getting close to the surface?
I've never heard of roots going further down than like tens of feet.
So do we just like start
I
climbing
mean,
up?
the mighty tree Yggdrasil goes through dimensions, so
This is not that.
Or is it? What?
Yeah, I mean we. I don't. Esquire, do you still feel like we're deep underground, or have we ascended?
About the same.
Steven, do I know what umber holes are?
You can give me a nature check.
Nature check.
Are those the bugs?
Yeah, the creatures that you, large, lumbering creatures. You.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah, you've
really
heard of
big
them. Yeah.
objects.
You're not sure what they're
Wait, do I
capable of, but you
know-
know that they dwell deep in the earth.
Yeah, like deep in the earth, right?
Yeah, you've heard about them in the Underdark.
Yeah, we are a lot further down than I assumed.
It's
Those
almost
creatures
like
are native to almost a different plane. It's not necessarily the same as going to another dimension, but it's deep and within the earth that miners tell tales of terrible accidents where they dig too deep.
Well, have you ever
maybe too
have you ever
greedily.
seen have you ever seen roots down this deep?
I was stuck in a library most of my life.
Well, they could just be shallow roots from another system that's underground itself. That's only like its bulbs or what have you are like 30 feet above us.
If we were actually down as deep as we can be, or as I think we are, trees aren't necessarily only native to on the surface. There wasn't many trees on the surface to begin with, so
So you think there's like trees going underground?
not necessarily trees, but maybe a different ecosystem, different type.
similar to the Underdark.
That would be something to behold. How do they get light to live?
There are things that don't necessarily need sunlight.
Well, there's carnivorous
Mm.
plants.
And there's
Almost like
plants
those-
that get
those
there's plants that
creatures.
give off light, that kind of stuff. And rocks that give off light, what have you, or have moth or something. Don't know. I'm not a scientist. We could dig a tunnel up to go see if we reach it. That just seems like a lot of work. Well, it seems like a lot of work for nothing.
Yes, how large can you get? What kind of creature can you turn into there, Duncan?
Badger mole.
I think the biggest thing I could probably turn into is it's like a bear. I could turn into a badger and try to dig up.
Just a normal sized badger?
Just a giant badger.
Which is as big as
Seems like a good-
maybe Big John. Maybe.
Seems like a good idea, right?
Well, you
Start
can-
digging through the walls here.
A giant to you or to us?
To a badger.
Oh. Badgers are quite small.
Yeah, it's a bigger version of that. It's like human-sized badger. I can
think
certainly.
I personally think it's a great idea, but that's just my opinion.
It's worth a try.
I'm just afraid that the vibrations will cause those creatures to come back.
Sure. I can certainly.
That's oh no. Oh well, okay. No, if you wait 10 minutes, actually, I have an idea. I don't know actually if that will work. Silence. Does the spell silence?
Get rid of vibrations? No.
No. Okay, but it has thunder damage. It removes thunder damage.
Right. But things that rely on things like tremor sense we'll still see.
Oh, yeah, that's not gonna help.
Perhaps.
I don't know if we
Our
should.
other option is another left.
Yeah, I don't know if we should risk
Well, you've
it.
already
I mean,
started
I
taking
don't.
that left. You guys
Maybe
aren't
we
where
should
you
keep-
guys aren't where you're at on this map. You guys have already started heading down the ways, a little ways.
Okay.
Are we
Maybe-
going left?
You did go left already, yes.
Okay.
That's when you started to see
Left.
the roots after some passing time.
All right. So, am I? Are we gonna just keep moving, or am I digging up?
I don't think it's worth it.
Okay.
Plus, we don't know how deep we are.
Yeah, those roots could be quite high up, and I don't know, but we don't know how many will end up. How many things will come to this direction, and I don't want to fight those things.
All right. Let's just keep going then.
All right. I'd like everyone to give me a stealth check. And who's carrying light at the moment? Just Big John?
Just Big John, I think.
As you're creeping through these
Here we
tunnels.
go.
Rolling great.
Oh no!
Don't worry, I didn't roll yet, and I'm at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. And Esquire,
Esquire too.
who's also at disadvantage.
I'm sneaking, and there's like a band of
Mm-hmm.
people, like a rock band behind me.
Everyone keeps tripping over the stones. There's no save in this one, Esquire. Even if you roll a 20. But we'll say if you want to see how bad you do, Esquire.
I'm trying.
All right.
Oh, darn it.
Go with that 4. Yeah, as you guys keep the terrain is uneven and is kind of tumbling forward. Vivian, you're doing your best to try and quiet everyone down and leading them. As this tunnel widens out rapidly downhill into a cave, kind of like with a plateau overlooking hallways. But in this large cave-like plateau standing above that hallway area, you can see looks to be a chair set up, a broken stone chair, a couple of mounds of dirt piled in areas, an old rug and broken vase. And in that hallway, those of you who have great vision can see that there are some broken statuary down there as well. Roots kind of sticking out through the walls in several places. Rocks crumbling down. And you can see a few figures who also see you as you're all kind of tumbling together. A few humanoid figures. As the stench in here gets more of a mildew and sour mildew sort of smell, these figures each turn towards you. Humanoid in form. Pale skin and pale hair.
Zombies.
One of them
Oh.
calls out to you. What is your purpose here?
Try to find our way out.
I don't think zombies
Look,
talk.
looking for a profit on the way as well.
Looking for a prophet.
What was his name?
Looking
Esquire.
for a way out. There is no way out.
Okay, just the prophet then.
There is no prophet. If there were a prophet here, he would belong.
Belong to.
To him. As all who are here belong to. Shalfar.
And then Shafar belongs to Octopop.
Shalfar dwells beneath the sands, dwells beneath life. Dwells beneath the shadows. How did you come to this place?
We jumped in.
Yeah, funny story. We actually came in willingly.
Willingly or not, the how is what is important here. And I would expect a rightful
jumped
answer.
into the mouth of Oru.
The mouth of Oru. And yes, you belong as well. We can take you to him.
The prophet or the other guy?
I know not of a prophet. If there were one, he would be there with him, with Shalfar.
We're looking. He's a chosen of suit.
The gods do not matter here, but Shalfar reigns over all.
Or
Finally.
under all.
He'll slap Elias on the back of the head.
Finally, enough of this god stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
quite
you,
enough.
players.
Maybe we could glean some information from this Shafar.
Well, it's better than walking around aimlessly.
It is pronounced
Yeah,
Shalfar.
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 And what is Shalfar?
The ruler of this domain. Ruler of the
Shalfar,
catacomb. Ruler of the dead. Ruler
Is
of
he
shadow.
Is he a mortal being?
Far from it. But we are
All
no
right.
mortal beings either.
Oh no.
It would seem you have arrived very much alive.
Yeah.
I'd like to keep it that way.
It may not be up to you.
Well, let's take us to Shalfar.
Well, what are your names?
Names? As the other few figures kind of turn. Name? What was your name? Name? No.
What do you?
No, child.
Oh,
We have no names. But names are meaningless amongst those of us who are chosen to serve Shalfar.
So,
Oh.
like, if you weren't facing me, you were facing the other way, and I needed to get your attention, what would I call out?
I would hear you coming as I heard you enter this chamber.
I mean, I don't see how. I mean, that makes sense. We were real quiet, so.
But what if your master Shalfar was trying to get one of you's attention specifically, how would he do that?
He would tell us what to do.
But just one of you,
We all,
without pointing.
we all have the same purpose. Bring the dead.
Well, we're not dead.
You are not dead yet.
See, I don't like it the way.
So, I mean, what should I call you? Like, just
A servant of Shalfar.
how's Gregory?
Gregory.
Right.
I
Does
like
not
Gregory.
matter a name.
Are you alive or dead?
I was once alive, and I was once dead. I am no more neither, but both at the same.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's Gregory.
Shadows have been taken from us.
Right, and Shalfar is going to do the same to us? Is that what you're saying?
I am not of the mind to know what Shalfar does or wants, other than he wants everything. And he has gotten it so far.
Interesting.
All right. Well, sounds like a nice enough fella. You said you want to take us to him?
Yes, that is what we would like to do.
Do people usually resist?
Most often, yes.
Mm. Why? Why would what would be the reason someone
People
might
who
not
fall
want
into
to?
the mouth of Oru are either dead, maimed, and dying, or broken, trying to escape their existence, trying to escape their future. There is no escaping it. Once in the labyrinth, Shalfar will find you.
This all sounds very ominous.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. What would you say is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength. What is our greatest strength? Living through death.
Nice.
Uh,
And what would you say is your greatest weakness?
Death through
Where,
life.
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Retrieving the dead for Shalfar.
Yeah. I knew that was going to be the answer. I don't want to serve Shalfar.
oh,
It is not what about
speak
you
for
want.
yourself.
Yeah.
It is what about Shalfar wants.
Yeah, that our guy seems like a pretty sweet dude.
I do have one actual important question.
There are
unlike
no
the other
important
ones.
questions.
Do you have a map of the labyrinth?
There is no map for this place. It changes always.
Oh, okay, so it does actually change. That is good to know. How
It-
do you get
It
around?
takes you where it wants you to go.
Oh,
There is no getting out.
I'm sure there's some getting out.
Yeah, there's got to
Many
be.
have tried. All have died. All
okay.
have
Huh?
died, even if they did not try. You would see
But
a
not
wide
you.
smile. Oh, no, I died. I was buried in the chamber of burial.
Oh, maybe your
Rose
name is
to-
there.
Perhaps, but it is unimportant. Now, it is fortuitous for us to have met. We will be rewarded.
I don't know why you would be rewarded. We're the ones who came here. You didn't find us.
We are
We found
rewarded
you.
with what we bring to Shalfar. Every body is brought
Hmm.
is
What's
a
your,
reward.
What's your
Oh,
reward?
it's-
Continued life. Or
It's
unlife.
like a. It's like a. It's
Don't
like
you get bored?
You get a commission per.
It is always interesting, the people who come down here. Strangers, friends, enemies, lovers. We have seen it all. And always the same, but always different.
I got this other place that, might be interesting for you. You hear of River Shelter? If you wanted to come work for me, I could offer you a nice little view of, outside the labyrinth.
We retrieve the bodies from the river's shelter as well. I have heard of this from the screams that have been thrust into the hole.
Just saying, if you would like a change of scenery, maybe you come that way. I can give you a job.
Wasn't there a pit in River Shelter?
There is.
Yeah, it just it confirms that they're all connected, or those two are connected at least.
Oh.
There may be more.
Those who live in Muhar, those who live in River's Shelter, those who live in the deserts of Har'Akir, all come to the same place unless they are of great import. And then they stay up top.
So are you talking about like dead bodies, or are you talking about like souls? Like what are we talking here?
The bodies come with the souls. The shadows are stripped of them. And what
Shadows.
remains is the husk that you see in front of you. A husk still working.
Well, it's the first time hearing about shadows getting taken away.
Shalfar is mighty, fearsome, powerful.
Sounds like maybe you like him.
Of course I like my lord. How could I not?
Do you have to kill us before we go see him, or can we go to him alive?
Oh, the choice in how you go is yours and yours alone. Either
Oh,
we
Choose alive.
This is not what I meant. The choice is
Whether we comply.
whether you comply or whether you do not.
Well,
Should you
where's-
comply, we will need to take your weapons.
Oh, all right.
And then
I'll
our
give
lives.
you my dagger. There you go. Take me to them.
You can drop them on the floor there.
Nice sleight of hand, Nezuha.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check. As a couple of them kind of approach, and as they do approach, the stench is awful.
Ooh.
It
But I will
is-
give them my silver scimitar or my sling of seeking.
Okay. And as they approach, you can tell these are very much very dead people. Like, super pale, rotten skin. Rotten, dried skin.
Esquire, can you use your prestidigitation on this?
I use it on my bucket and put it on my head.
It still stinks. It's worse than prestidigitation can ever cover up.
Oh no.
So are they going to kill us?
No,
They-
no, they're just gonna take us to meet boss.
Is everybody giving
Well,
up
what they
weapons?
Give up dagger,
Yeah.
sure.
Yep, Big John would empty his arsenal.
I don't have a weapon. I just have this walking stick.
It is too short to be a stick for walking. We will take it.
All right, here you go.
As they will collect all of your weapons. And you can see nearby there's a hole that's been dug. It looks like it has a coffin in it. And they just they throw all of the stuff in the coffin.
Did they see me pocket Nezuha?
They do not.
Viv will wink at Elias.
So,
Viv, have I told you that you are strong and what were the other words that you said?
uh, capable.
Yeah, you're all that. Thank you.
Oh, this is good stuff. As he kind of starts looking over this hall of your weapons. Xiaofa will be very thankful.
Oh, wait. We're giving that to him?
It is an offering.
No.
No, that's not what this is supposed to be.
It is what I said when I want. You must give up your weapons.
Yeah, we thought that was just, like, temporary. Not forever.
You may give them back in death. I was not
Okay.
given my things back, though.
I'm liking this less and less the farther this goes on.
Yeah, I started with some good feelings, and now those are gone.
What is feeling good like?
Well,
Do you feel the blood pulsing through you?
sometimes.
We
It's
have
kind of like
very far to go.
we're gonna get our weapons back.
I cannot guarantee anything, as nothing is guaranteed in life. Nothing is guaranteed in death.
I'm gonna furiously mark this on my map.
Okay.
This location. Don't worry, guys.
Do they bury the coffin?
It's starting to, yeah.
Fuck.
It's already in the ground.
Yeah.
They just put some dirt over it for now. There's the other three individuals. It's only 4 of them here. The other 3 kind of looking over you all, just kind of inspecting as their breath stinks, their bodies stink. They are long dead creatures. All human, though. At least once upon a time.
Constitution check for retching.
I mean, not yet.
Oh.
But yeah, they start to bury your stuff, and it will be this away. If you don't mind following my companions, I will stay here to keep an eye on things.
Okay.
Your things. You have far to travel till you see Xiaofa. Thank you for being so cooperative.
Well, you've been very kind yourself.
If I
And
wait,
is there really no way for my brother here to hold on to his stick? I mean, he really
He
needs
will
to
not
walk.
need a walking stick where he is going.
I'm
You
an
said
old
it's
man.
You did say it was a really far distance, and we'll just be waiting on him.
You will not need it where you are going.
I tried.
It's all right. I appreciate it. I stay sharp, everyone.
if I wait for John's light to dissipate and then it's like I'm in the darkness, can I tell if they can see me?
I would say you haven't moved much since you've been in here, so it's hard to tell.
Right.
Are you waiting until he's 40 feet away? Like, they're trying to escort you, essentially.
Okay, then no. It wouldn't.
Take them
wouldn't
to
be
the
worth a check.
preparation chambers.
Oh,
It
God,
is the
I don't
best
like,
part.
I don't like the sound of that.
You must be prepared for where you are going.
What happens in the
What's
preparations?
the preparation? Yeah, I need to know this.
A preparation. What happens
What do you
there?
What? Give me some step by steps.
A
My
preparation
guys.
of your body to meet Xiaofa.
My body is well prepared as it is.
No.
Are we gonna lose skin?
No, the skin will stay exactly where it is.
You're gonna take out our organs, aren't you?
You do see, like, down his chest, a lot of stitching.
And I think I'm done, guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
Let's just
I
hear him
should've-
out.
I should have lost the hand.
Yeah.
All right. So which direction is Shafar? Like
They
we're
will
just trying to
escort
go that
you
way.
to the preparation chambers. Do not worry.
How
You will
far
be
away?
well taken care of.
Fuck.
Hold on.
Viv will message Duncan.
Stops moving and points at you.
Yeah. Tell the others to just go along for now. It's gonna be easier to take one at a time.
All right, I'll talk back to Viv. Go along with the preparation chambers.
She'll nod. So you have your telepathy helmet.
Yeah, I'll message everyone and pass along that message from Vivian. Hey, Viv just sent me a message and said to go along for now.
All right.
As two of these people will shuffle off of this kind of plateau down a cliffside where some rocks have broken free, kind of almost making a staircase, but not quite. You still tumble down a little bit as they await you to follow. As the third kind of at the back of you guys.
Oh, so but there was 4 in the other room?
There's 4 in this large space, yes.
Okay, so all 4 came.
No, the one guy's staying behind over the weapons and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Which the ledge is like maybe 30 feet away from that, like not too far.
Okay, yeah, well, for now. Viv will go first since she told everyone to do it, so I guess stands to reason that she would have to volunteer.
Everybody going along with it?
I guess for now.
Reluctantly, not happy about it.
Yeah.
This is what Viv has told us to do.
And Trajan Kettle said, I think they're taking us to a burial chamber.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of feel like we just should dispatch them now, but
I think Viv wants to see where this goes.
Kind of do too.
They take you down from this ledge, and you can see from the bottom of this ledge there's 2 hallways exiting on different sides as it kind of this cave broke open through this hallway. Bluish tiles kind of dotting, like almost like stones dotting the dark floor of the hallways. A little bit different than you had seen previously. But they do not go there. There seems to be a split open cave. Actually, no, they do go there. There is also a split open cave that they do not go in. Covered in dust and debris and broken stone.
Do they mind me mapping while we're walking?
No, they don't care.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make note of everything.
Okay.
If they're going to kill us, why are we going along here, Viv?
I don't know if they're killing us.
Big John will put his hand on Dunk's shoulder and he'll say, "Don't worry, I got an idea."
Well, all right.
As they start taking you down a hallway. Taking lefts, rights, some stairs going down. Even through what looks to be a stone doorway. And you would start to see more statuary, more broken urns kind of dotting the space, old broken braziers, and kind of old sconces as well. None of them lit, none of them with fuel. The ceilings in here are about 12 feet tall, for the most part. And the ceiling, instead of that bare stone, it's carved much like the walls and floors are. More smooth transition as opposed to the cave that you had been in previously. And eventually, they take you to a square room. Looks like it has 4 entrances, including the one that you guys are coming into. The center of it looks to be a pillar that is broken. Looks like it kind of is a snake motif. Several of the walls in here are also kind of crumbled and broken. Stairs descending the opposite direction that you enter. Now, on one side is a stone door, and the other side looks to be kind of a ripped up, kind of shambled together drapery blocking the view. We are almost there to the preparation area. As they take you about, this is about 15 minutes or so down some hallways.
Do we really want to make it all the way to the preparation area?
No.
You would also notice in the corner of this room is a circular table. Looks to be kind of indentation of a human form with kind of small indentations collecting around it, like old dried blood, like almost like a sacrificial table. Broken though. Surely it hadn't been used in years. And one of them kind of goes to the sacrificial table. Just enough to kind of take a gander underneath it and kind of grab something as the door starts to open.
I will also make a note, scribbling furiously in my cartography notes.
Okay. You would start to hear noises from the hallways. Noises of scuttling, shambling.
Okay, this might be this might be one.
They take you down this hallway. Doesn't go on for too long. Maybe about 100 or so feet. As you do see light. A little bit of light at the end. This dark reddish light that it doesn't give off real light. It just gives off this kind of glow. And this massive chamber lined with tables. You would see plenty of broken and unbroken jars, all with different kind of insignia and coloration, all on different shelves, kind of stretching along the walls. And you have this narrow chamber. Looks like it stretches down for some time. Plenty of tables in here as well, all empty, but lots of cloth lots of what looks to be instruments. You'd see some twine. You would see large scissors and pliers.
Hmm.
You would see plenty of knives,
I see where this is
scalpels,
going.
Oh, okay.
along with plenty of buckets. Most ceramic in nature.
Okay.
How many of them are with us in this room?
As you come into this room, you can see there are 5 more in here.
Oh,
As now there are 8 of them with you. You would please lie on the tables, and we will get started very quickly.
No,
Okay,
thanks.
this is the
can-
first time I'm using this.
oh.
You would see Big John hold out his hand, and his maul would just apparate into it. It's his second bonded weapon.
Okay.
And now he has his maul.
As what are you going to do with that? You're already
Smash
here.
it. I'm gonna smash your fucking face in.
As you say
Yeah.
that,
I'm
all
with him.
these people.
I'll unleash my celestial.
Well, they're ready
Roll
for this shit.
initiative. Yeah.
So pretty much as soon as that hammer comes into Big John's hand,
I was gonna try to do a sneak attack.
Sorry.
that is where we're gonna end tonight.
Yeah. Well, it's all good.
I know it's a little early, but
Big John doesn't know it's in Viv's mind, so makes
Mhm.
sense.
But that is where we're gonna end tonight with this. You guys are so far away from all your weapons.
Yeah, we are.
But yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. I know it's earlier than normal, but this is the perfect spot to stop before we get deep into this. Thanks for watching. And we're gonna start next week with some initiative. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, internet.
Night, Internet.
Bye, Internet.
Bye, Internet.
Bye.